All right, this is part 2 of section 1.1. I'm going to solve this equation. What we have to remember over here is when you have 2 or a number right beside parentheses, if you don't have an addition or a subtraction in there, it is a distribution. It's a multiplication. So what we do is we take this 2 and we're going to multiply it here and then also multiply it here. Some teachers call this the rainbow method. 2 times 3 is 6, minus 2 times 2 is 4, so that's 4x, is equal to x minus 4. Now, remember that this is a understood 1 right there. I don't normally write that in, but it's helpful to remember that it's there. Okay, so we want to get our x's together. So if you want to move this over to here or this over to here, it doesn't matter. I'm going to choose to move this over to here. So to get rid of this, this is a minus 4x, so I'm adding 4x to both sides. If I add 4x to this side, that cancels out, so all I have is a 6 equal to 4x plus 1x would be 5x, and that's minus 4. Okay, now I want to get the 5x alone, so I need to move the 4 over to here, and I do that by adding 4 to both sides. 6 plus 4 would be 10 equals 5x, and then the 4 and the positive 4, or the negative and positive 4 cancel out. Now I need to divide both sides by a 5, and we get 2 is equal to x. So 2 should be my answer. If you take this and put it in the memory and plug it into both sides, it should work. So let's try that. All right, I say 2 is my answer, so I type that in and I'm going to store it for x. And then what that does is it replaces the negative 4 that we had in there before. Now if I hit the variable, it's still going to be 2. So let's try plugging this in. You need to use the parentheses. The parentheses are in the same place on both calculators. 2 times 3 minus 2, and then remember, hit that right there. Close parentheses, and that gives me a negative 2. Now I'll plug it in here, x minus 4. I should get negative 2 again, and I do, so this is a correct answer. Okay, so let's try here. I've got a distribution on both sides, so I'm going to take the 4 and I'm going to multiply it through both sets of parentheses. So 4t minus 36 is equal to 8t plus 24. Notice that my t's have a little tail on the end. I do that because it's very easy to get a lowercase t mixed up with a plus sign. So that's something you should consider doing if you don't already. All right, so let's get our variables on the same side. I'm just picking one. Let's say I want to move this over to here. So I'm subtracting 8t from both sides. 4t minus 8t would give me negative 4t. And then I have the minus 36. That canceled out, equal to 24. Okay, now let's get the 36 over to here. So when I add these together, because I'll be adding to get rid of this, I will have negative 4t is equal to, that's going to be 60. Now I'll divide both sides by a negative 4. And you get t is equal to negative 15. Don't forget to be careful with your signs. Always double check, particularly when you're distributing, because it's very easy to mess up the sign on the second or third thing that you multiply.